And Matthews in the Matthews broadcast. We want to welcome our audience, both domestic and international, of which we are grateful to have both, and also our folks down south. Welcome to the Empowerment Enrichment broadcast. We are live here at the Matthews broadcast at www.gemsradio.net and also locally at 91.7 FM. We are going to get going in the broadcast very shortly. We want to say hello and thank you to so many people who watch on a consistent basis and would not be the kind of host that we want to be unless we said hello to them. So, Mr. Harry Staley and Miss Anna Staley in Charleston, South Carolina. I think I made a mistake last week, and I said you guys were in Columbia. So, so I know you guys take that personally. So I talked with both of you today, and so Charleston is where you be from now, and I want to say that. Ron Privat, our friend from Richmond, Virginia, as well as Greg Riley from Richmond, Virginia. I want to say hello to you, Miss Harvetta Fax, sis. I'm glad that you watch and listen there in Gatesburg, Maryland. I also want to say hi to a good friend, Danielle Watson, in Hampton, Virginia, who watches the program. And also to my cousin, Leslie Andrews, and her husband, Stephen, who watch faithfully from Honolulu, Hawaii. I wish I was out there coordinating with them and their beautiful children. Yes. So Leslie and Steve, I'm glad you guys support us. My cousin Dennis, the senior Andrews family member, Dennis King, in Jacksonville, Florida, was just with us here in New Jersey. And so, Dennis, I'm glad you're home safely, and my sister in Tampa, Florida. So I got all my bases covered all over the place, and internationally want to say hey to my cousin Phaedra Andrews in London, UK. Keep making that money with Amazon. She's the finance director of all Amazon in Europe. So Faye, I'm glad you take the time to watch your cuz, even though you're ahead a little bit on that time. And so also want to say hey to my cousin Audrey Pereira, who is in Barbados. Audrey, thank you for your support all the time. Simpson da Silva in the country of my birth, Guyana, South America. I know you're having some kingfish and some callaloo and some mash up bread and ting. So I'm glad you're watching Simpson, and to all my family and friends. So my cousin Lizzie doesn't want to forget you. We just talked. Elizabeth Thompson. Glad to have you also from Guyana, South America. Want to remind our audience of a few things that are very important to this broadcast, important to life. That you are a world changer, and nothing changes until you change it. You were born with gifts that are unique to you that no one else has, that the Creator provided you with. And so this world doesn't change, Sundiata or Adiola. This world doesn't change until you apply your gifts. No one can do what you do. The Creator intended it that way. So world changers within the sound of my voice who can see all of us in this audience, stop getting ready. Stop getting set. Just go. A life of failure is terrible, for sure, but a life of regret is even worse. You don't want to be 78 and a half years old talking about what you were getting ready to do. You don't want to have that regret at the time of your life that you should be saying, you know, I put it all in. I invested it all, as Sinatra said, and through it all. And through it all, right? I did it my way, right? So go ahead and do it your way. You were blessed. The Bible says your gifts will make room for you, and we are all gifted people. Secondly, I want to remind us, as we usually do, that it's important that we invest in how we make each other feel. As our poet laureate Maya Angelou, Queen Maya, always reminds us, people may forget what you said. They may forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. We've got to invest in how we make each other feel, because as those positive vibrations are shared with each other, we all go another round higher. As I tell my children, your candle burns brighter when it lights another. Your candle burns brighter when it lights another. Amen. Finally, we've got to organize our wealth as a people so that we can make the kind of changes, the kind of investments that we need to make in our communities for ourselves. The U.S. Commerce Department reports last year that black and brown people in America combined had a purchasing power of $3.4 trillion. $3.4 trillion. And as a consequence of that, we should have communities that look differently. We should have school systems that produce different results. We should have a business community that generates enough employment for us so that we don't have to rely on other communities for employment. We can do that for ourselves. As one great scholar told me one time when we pressed him really hard, Dr. John Henry Clark, he said, if we just learned how to make diapers, we'd have to have factories running 24 hours a day all over the globe to put diapers on 1.3 billion black babies, right? Just think about it. If we just made diapers, right? That'd be enough employment, right? So, he also taught us if you could just make safety clips to hold up the diapers, you'd have to have factories running 24 hours a day. And if you can make a safety clip, you have done what is basic to making a locomotive. Right? So we have got to organize the wealth in our communities so that our communities can truly prosper the way that they should. We are far from poor. Our thinking is what is poor, not our reality. The World Book of Facts states that potential wealth in the African soil, everything from commercial diamonds to raw gold to bauxite, potential wealth under the African soil dwarfs all other wealth on other continents, known and unknown. Right? But it's wealth in potentiality. So we've got to organize that. And we're going to be speaking with our great friend Jerry Moultrie. We call him Super Jerry of Urban Business Association. He always visits with us on Mondays to preach the UBA gospel, which is making dollars circulate in our community, is our best answer to solve the woes that we hear coming from urban communities all over this country. Urban ghettos are just not a domestic phenomenon. They are an international phenomenon. Because if you've seen Newark, you've seen Kingston, Jamaica. And if you've seen Kingston, Jamaica, you saw Johannesburg, South Africa. It is all, as Black Uruhu said, the world, the black world is nothing but a ghetto, and it's up to us to change it. Right? So we've got the wealth. So we've got to move from our thinking, which is poor, to our thinking, which is wealthy. We have the wealth already. That is the good thing. So the foundation that's necessary to build upon that is already in our hands. And so we'll move right into the broadcast this evening by saying our emphasis on wealth is not because we are shallow or money-focused people. We do this because we know that money can't solve all of our problems, but money can solve our money problem. And that problem needs solving, right? I think our guests would agree with that. As we go into the broadcast, just a few thoughts. Trump is good for business. He's not good for our feelings. Not good for our feelings, but it's good for business. Adiola, if you were paying 25% taxes on all the income that came into Crown Designs today, and then tomorrow you were paying 15%, would you demand to have the 25% tax back? All right. You might not like who gave you that reduction in taxes, right? He might have said something that might have made the hair on your neck stand up and make you want to chew on some bricks, but I guarantee you'd like the result of that, right? Good for business, bad for our emotions, right? So we got to become more mature, understand what's happening here, because he's not just going to cut the taxes for his folk. When you're the American president and a tax bill gets passed, you cut taxes for all folk. So we got to keep our eye on this target and leave our feelings, check our feelings at the door, right? I'm concerned when my children make me feel terrible, right? I always want them to make me feel good. I'm unconcerned when others in the political realm, my feelings don't count. What I'm concerned about is the policy and its impact on our people. Good friend of mine that I grew up with, Ted Tamir Green, looks to be the next mayor in early May of East Orange, New Jersey, my hometown. And so want to say all of us take nothing for granted, operate like Ted is losing, like he's behind by 100,000 votes and desperate. That's the way we're going to make sure that it happens. Tamir, we're with you. We love you. We respect your knowledge and the hard work that you put in, and we know that you will do us proud. Finally, it seems that the more things change, the more things stay the same. 41 and a half years ago, on the March of Washington, the cry was jobs and justice. Jobs and justice. As Reverend Sharpton reminded us in New York and Harlem on Saturday, the cry in 2017 in April is what? Jobs and justice. So while we celebrate that we have had a truly outstanding person and his wife and children in the White House, it seems that we still have to go ahead and do what we need to do. And as my grandfather Benjamin Andrews always reminded us when we were younger, he who puts his shoulder to the wheel and looks back is not fit for the kingdom. So if we're going to push, we need to just go ahead and push. It's okay. But we are happy to be here this evening for all of those who have a dream, for all of those who want excellence, for all of those who desire to go to another level. Welcome. We're glad to have you in the Empowerment Enrichment broadcast. And I'm going to turn it over to my co-host, Lindsay Tynes, to get you more familiar with Brother Sundiata and Sister Adiola and their businesses and what they would like to offer you, our audience.
Hi, Adiola.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What is the name of your business and organization?
The Crown Designs, LLC.
Good. And what is the unique value of that business?
Well, I produce branding design, packaging design, and illustration for small businesses, large businesses, individuals, organizations. I think what is unique is my ability to combine design, branding, and illustration to give a very unique branding to the businesses that I work with.
Okay. And who is a great referral for your business?
A great referral for me would be any small or startup business that is looking for initial branding. Large businesses who might be launching a new product or service that is looking for branding or packaging. Also, restaurants, service industry locations like salons, restaurants, coffee shops, bars, probably new or looking for rebranding of their establishment. And anybody that is in need of promotional items such as advertisements, print advertisements, direct mail pieces. And then I also do personal design such as wedding invitations and stuff like that.
Good. What is the unique value of your business?
Well, I focus on branding. So It's a combination. It's not just a logo design. It would be a combination of cohesive design that goes across the business platform, pretty much.
And what would you like to offer our customers, our listening audience?
I offer 15% discount on initial logo designs or anything comparable to that. So I have packages that I offer that how I price my designs that I do, and pretty much that or anything comparable.
So I'm going to go to the
Yes.
audio replay. Sister Adiola is offering us in the audience 15% discount
Yes.
if you mention the Matthews broadcast. And we want to say thank you on behalf of all of those who will call you. Just so that you know, if you'd like to ask Sister Adiola a question, you can call 973-653-6333, 973-653-6333. Lisa will answer, take your question, and pass that along to us. Lindsay?
What is your web address and contact information?
Web address
Yes.
is crowndesigns.com. Facebook is facebook.com/thecrownart, and Instagram is thecrown_designs.
Okay.
Phone number,
Sounds good.
am I giving my phone number?
Yes,
Absolutely.
number. Yeah, phone number also. Yeah, I'm sorry.
The phone number is 201-396-2077.
One more time.
201-396-2077.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sundiata?
Sundiata, what is the name of your business? And are you?
Well, as a friend of Adiola, I'm here to support her, but I will say that I've been blessed to have many gifts, and one of them is as a graphic artist, but also as a percussionist and as a musician. When the brother mentioned Dr. Clark, I smiled because I come from that school of thought from
Amen.
Dr. Yosef Ben Yekin, and I was able to go to
Absolutely.
Egypt in 1992. It transformed my life, and that's when I changed my name to Sundiata Ramin. And one of the things I did in embracing the culture was to learn how to play the percussions, to play the djembe. And recently I played at a wedding to do that. And I felt like that was something that I missed. I hadn't done it in a long time. So I would promote this business in the sense of promoting percussions and to play for some people if that was what they desired.
Djembe at a wedding.
Yes.
Was there
yes.
any other instruments there?
No, it wasn't. It was actually a dancer
Just as
and
you-
myself, and we
Wow.
had never worked together.
Okay.
And the theme was coming to America, so they
Ah.
came in with the theme for that, so we did that.
Everybody knows Coming to America.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you do as far as that's your
No, I'm also my profession is a logistics manager. I work for a company, an audiovisual company that does installations for sports arenas, pharmaceutical companies, and so I handle all of the installations as they come and go when they're returned for repair.
good plug.
Yeah, they better pay you when you get to work tomorrow.
You wanna give you those, yeah, man. Okay.
Well, as we go to the close of this segment, we want to thank both Sundiata. We have a high appreciation for our twin pillars of wisdom. Sat at the feet of the greats, and I remember Dr. Clark saying to us one time at St. Rocco's School in Newark, New Jersey, that when Rome was dust and Jerusalem was just a village with cow stuff on the ground,
Dumb.
we were in our 5,000th year of glory.
That's right.
Think about that.
That's right.
When Rome was just dust,
Mm.
it didn't even exist yet.
Right.
And Jerusalem was just a village that shepherds took their cows and goats to do their stuff. We were in our 5,000th year of glory. More than that, though, there were thoroughfares made out of white marble,
That's right.
and there were lanterns that burned all night, crowned with golden orbs. And the pharaohs and the queens and the princes of Kemet sat in halls that were cooled by running water dipped into deep wells on palm trees. Yes, ancient Kemet Egypt, to those of you who don't know, had air conditioning. And they drank beer and the finest wine, Cornelius, when Rome was dust and Jerusalem was a herding path. You feel me? Think about that.
Dr. Ben taught me and us that we came from the beginning of the now, where God happy dwells at the foothills of the mountains.
Foothills of the mountains of the moon.
Mountains of the moon being Kilimanjaro.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, you go back 300,000 years, civilian period, there was nothing but Africans ruling the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I will never forget that man.
Mm-hmm.
He left us last year, 98 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the opportunity to tell him at that time when I went to visit that you changed my life. And he cried and he said, I didn't know I touched so many people. I said, you and Dr. Clark touched thousands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yes.
Well, he touched two people on this set. I'm going to go ahead and pay, I'm going to pay some bills here. Lindsay's taking a call right now, so we'll find out what question you had. I just want to say thank you to our sponsors and those people that support the broadcast. So there are people that invest in the broadcast, and we want you to support them. And first and foremost, we want to say that if you're ready to invest in a bigger clientele today, call UBA at 908-259-5012. 908-259-5012. Tell her to call this number if she has to say something.
Okay, listen, the number you're going to call is 773.
The second sponsor I want to mention is A Rose's Petals, Nathaniel and Carolyn Joe's business at 472 Broadway. And that is Nothing Says I Love You Like Flowers. You've tried the best. The rest, now try the best. Right. That's A Rose's Petals.
All right.
And you can reach them at 973-742-5333. 973-742-5333. Mr. G's Restaurant, where good friends meet, greet, and eat at 455 East 18th Street. And their number is 973-782-4020. You want the max? We've got 1 day left. Call Optimum Tax. 5-star rated online and Better Business Bureau certified. Optimum Tax is at 500 Rahway Avenue in Elizabeth, New Jersey. And you can reach them at 908-352-1040. Ask for Ivan or Tony Maxey. New sponsor. Beautiful skin is not expensive. Beautiful skin is priceless. Call Glow at 973-357-3698 or visit them at www.glowjunesse, global.com. Redefining youth with revolutionary products and life-changing opportunities. Redefining youth with revolutionary products and life-changing opportunities. Finally, the education you need for the career you want is at Avtech. Gary Mao and staff will offer you the hottest careers on 3 campuses, 1 in South Plainfield, 1 in Monmouth, and 1 in Fairfield, and that is Avtech Institute. You can reach them at 973-882-8996, 973-882-8996, and you can call them there between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. As we go to the break, we want to thank Sundiata and we want to thank Adiola for being with us. And we're going to find out who's on the live line and get right back to you. So this is Stan Matthews. We're coming right back. Jerry Moultrie is with us. We want to say hi to all of our friends at the IHOP at 301 Main Street in Patterson at the Downtown Mall. The UBA Vice Chairman of our North Jersey chapter, Paul Dussard and Deacon Eddie Little are there with all of our friends and all of our members. We'll be over there after the broadcast. So we'll see you guys soon. And just want you to know that I hope there's some pancakes left, because Michelle is coming with an appetite, and so is Dr. Afanja, who is with us here. We're going to get right back into the broadcast, and I want to ask our two guests to be patient for a couple of minutes. Just want to take care of some bills on the second segment. Get the Edge. The Edge is excellence in entertainment. William Smitty Smith and Tim Wheeler have an awesome facility, the Edge Lounge at 570 Main Street in Passaic. Remember, tomorrow is $2 Tuesday. Wednesday is karaoke night, and Michelle, Thursday is ladies' night.
Oh.
So you know you would pay $0 with your beautiful self to go in there. Call 973-928-4284 and get to the Edge for the remainder of the week. The excellence in entertainment. Dream Builders, building generational wealth, one great client at a time. Call Paul Dussard at 973-220-5026, 973-220-5026. As I mentioned, there at the IHOP in Patterson, Mr. Joseph Knight and Miss Adina Bayo are the owners there for the great taste and service that makes your jaw drop. It is the IHOP. Call 973-925-4700. If you want to raise $5,000 to $25,000 in working capital in less than 90 days, no bank collateral needed, no credit check, and no proving the capacity of repayment, call the Funding Magnet. That is Mr. Anthony Hibbert. The Funding Magnet can be reached at 973-357-3698. Funding your plans so you can live your dreams. Call the Funding Magnet at 973-357-3698. It is more than water. It is your life. Life Water is your solution. Call us at 973-357-3698. It's more than water. It is your life. And the tap water doctor herself, Brenda Toyloy, is going to be with us at the IHOP in Patterson. We'll be over there very, very shortly. Jay's Soft Touch Car Wash and Detailing Center at 69 Montgomery Street in Patterson. The soft touch that makes your car blush. You can reach Pastor Joseph Robinson and the whole gang at Jay's at 973-510-1364. Again, they're at 69 Montgomery Street. Newsflash, do your friends, your family, and everyone you know a favor and introduce them to Flavor. That's Flavor Catering, the excellence in catering. Miss Mary Nieves, also Mary Washington to some who knew her before, but Miss Nieves now. You can reach her at 973-985-2577, 973-985-2577, and on the web at www.flavor, FLAVVOR, catering.com. And so we want to come right back into the broadcast, and we have a repeat guest who wants to say hello again to our folks in North Jersey. And we have an enormous guest who's doing a huge project, and so we want to welcome Richard Zafanja, an internist from Clifton at 476 Colfax Avenue, to the broadcast this evening to share with our audience just briefly, and then share with those at the reception that we're on our way to after the broadcast. So I want to turn it over to my friend Jerry and have him ask, since Michelle, you've been here before, we want to ask Dr. Afanja what brings him to the Matthews broadcast. And I know it has me fired up, but I want it to come from your lips yourself. So I'm going to let my chairman have at you, and I'm going to let you share with our audience what exactly Richard Zafanja has planned for those people who you provide services to, because I think it's a fantastic concept.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here. My name is Richard Zafanja. I'm a physician specialized in internal medicine, hematology, oncology, and bone marrow transplantation. I've been in practice 30 years. June 17th is going to be my 30 years of practice this year. So,
Wow.
yeah, I've been practicing since I was 23.
You don't need to even say anything else. I just want to give the brother. I just want to give it up to the brother.
So, what we have at the moment is a novel approach to medical services to everyone all over the world, especially in the emerging third world or developing countries, as we are regarded. What we want to be sure of is that we want to make sure that medical services are given to a lot of people all over the world who do not have access to physicians readily. If you go to a lot of third world countries, including Africa, the Caribbean, South America, Central America, Asia, Philippines, Cambodia, even some parts of Europe, a lot of people still do not have full access to physicians. But it's much worse in areas of Africa and Central and South America and Asia, where you have a large proportion of ratio of patients to doctors. In those places, not only don't you find doctors in a lot of places, you find that it might take 3 to 4 days for a lot of people to access a physician, either because the roads are not motorable, or they cannot find vehicles together, or they have to ride donkeys or horses to a place where they can get doctors. So what we have come up with is a novel approach where you could have an app where patients all over the world can access any physician anywhere in the world
Awesome concept.
via video, telephone, and text. And what we're doing is geared towards making health care access easily affordable, available, and quality services are also guaranteed because we bring the American standard to every physician that's going to offer the services to anybody in any country in the world. In summary, that's the name of it. The company name is
Yes.
called Dokita247.com.
Okay.
Dokita is the African word in a lot of countries in Africa. When you want to call a doctor, that's Dokita.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And the fact that the services are available 24/7
Okay.
makes it Dokita247.com.
All right.
That's where the name was derived from. So,
So what makes that unique to anything else that's out there?
well, it's unique because we're the first that's going global.
Okay.
That's
Go
one.
ahead, doctor.
And because we have a few services right now that are in America but are only being offered in America. There are some hospitals that have services only for their hospital. There are some practices that have it only for their patients.
Right.
But the size, the development, and the robust app that will be able to offer services to every patient anywhere in the world, to every physician anywhere in the world who would be able to help these patients, and at the same time get paid.
Yeah, I was wondering about how
Yes.
you get paid.
Oh no. You know Uber?
Yes.
Talk about Uber for doctors.
Okay.
That's basically
Go ahead, doc. That's what I'm talking
that's
about.
a simple
Okay.
analogy.
So they would have
I
a
would give it.
prearranged payment.
No, the
agreement?
payment plan will be on there. You pay per service
Right.
that you want to give. And once you make a payment, the doctor gets paid. The company also gets paid.
Just like Uber.
Exactly the same
Yeah.
way. So that's the way this is going.
How do we get in contact with you here? The people that want to be part of the Dokita movement?
Well, Dokita247.com is live. You can actually go to the website and you'll be able to reach me. Also, my telephone number is there and my email would also be accessible to them. But to be reached directly via you and I have a proper arrangement in place, whatever calls that need to come in so that I can be reached directly, I'll be easily accessible.
How do you spell Dokita?
DOKITA 247.com.
Okay.
All right.
So we call it Dokita247.com.
We're going to be hearing a lot more about this. I was excited, Jerry, as soon as I talked to Dr. Afanja about the possibilities here. In the press for time, why don't we share with Miss Bichelle here?
Yes.
And I think, Jerry, you know all her particulars, but
I'm a client.
the client.
Jerry's been there for some time.
And before Jerry asking her the questions, I just want you to know that your good friend John Blassingame says he's very proud of you, Lady B. He called in of everything that you've accomplished in the last 3 years, and he's looking forward to seeing you in the the international model competition on June the 9th through the 11th.
Yes.
And he's encouraging all of those people that want to support you to come out. Where's that competition being held?
The competition is at the Marriott in Newark, the airport Marriott. So he has them there all the time, and this one is one that I am hosting as well. I'm a red carpet host, so you'll be able to have your interviews with me.
All right, all right.
So if you come through, then you can see how, you know, we as people really support each other. So,
That's right.
you know, John is the one that gives us, you know, the avenue in order to showcase our skills.
Know John very well. Jerry, you want to?
Yeah, we just jumped right in and started talking. But tell us what your business name is, first of all.
Okay, because I don't think I said that last time, did I?
I don't remember.
It's the It Girl Massage Therapy, and I've gotten the name. My sister helped me get the name because I was like, what am I going to name it, you know? And then she was like, well, you always thought you were an It Girl. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. So, you know, I'm the It Girl of massage therapy. The It Girl, you know, always knows, like, the latest fashion. She always knows the who's who. So I'm the It Girl of massage therapy. You come to me if you want it done right. Okay. So we're located in Montclair at 292 Bloomfield Avenue on the second floor. And we're open every day except Sunday, by appointment only from 8 o'clock in the morning till 9 p.m. We also do after hours. It does go up, you know, after hours, but we are available during those times as well. And we do outcalls that we can service our clients. If they, in the comfort of their home, if they, you know, don't feel like coming out, and that's what we do. We're here to service you. You know, everybody deserves their experience, you know. So, yeah, that's what I do.
So tell us about your unique value. What's unique about you? And I think you said some of it already.
Yes.
Okay. So
The unique value, I just like to approach each person, and I believe I said this last time, as individuals. One thing about, you know, massaging is that you can't bring your personal feelings into the session. I believe in just clearing myself out first before I place my hands on my client, because they want you to rid them of the negative energy, you know, and you're displaying, you're either giving them negative energy or positive energy, you know, so you really have to be careful with who you choose as your massage therapist. So we are very consistent pressure, the perfect balance of pressure. Each individual's muscle type is different, so I can't give you the same pressure as I'll give Stan.
Right.
You know, maybe Stan's pressure would be a lot lighter, and it depends what you're going on in your life as well. So I look at it from a psychological point of view and meet my client where they are. So, you know, like I was saying last time, if they had a lot of issues that week, then, you know, I just, you know, clear out that energy, and maybe I'll lessen the pressure because they've gone through a lot that week. Maybe they don't want anything aggressive, you know, maybe they want to ease into the pressure. So I really pay attention to the client, their body.
Well, tell us how to get in touch with you.
You can visit us on the website at www.theitgirlmassagetherapy.com. You can also give us a call at 973-233-4867. And I would say that we're on Instagram, but the last time I was here, it was deleted, and I don't know how that happened. So, I'm looking into that. But you can follow at Lady Bichelle, Bichelle, on Instagram, and until we get, the business page up again.
All right. Well, we are glad to have both of you, Lady B, and all of those. We're asking that you support her on the 6th to the 9th of June at the Marriott Hotel in the International Model Competition, and to the Dokita movement. We expect nothing but great things, Dr. Richard Zafanja. For all those at the IHOP in Patterson, we'll see you very soon. And remember, there are two types of people in the world. There are world changers like you, and there are, I said that wrong, Jerry. There are dreamers. There are dreamers like you and dream killers. Embrace the first and run like heck for the second. This is Stan Matthews with my co-host Super Jerry Moultrie saying good night and God bless.
Good night.
Good night.